4 over solving systems of equations by matrices, day 2. So today we are really making sure that everything is lined up, x's and y's, or our letters are on the same side, they equal the number. Remember, you must write down the matrix you use to solve. So number 1, we have 15x minus 12y equals 13, and 30x plus 9y equals 4. Now, what's important is whenever we write these, we need to make sure it's x, y, and then equals a number. So this first one, we have 15x minus 12y equals 13. And then 30x plus 9y equals 4. Those are already laid out for you. So now we follow these calculator steps that are listed below. Step 1 is what we're really focusing on today, making sure those things are lined up like that. And then we click second, x to the negative 1, scroll right, and then scroll up to the really rapid equation fixer and enter. And then alpha zoom, we want a 2 by 3, and okay. And then I type in these numbers using the right arrows to scoot over. And you don't press enter until you're ready to go. With this one, I get some ugly answers, so I can click math enter. So I get 1001. Remember, this means it's a normal solution. And then 1/3 and negative 2/3. Now, when I write these down, I want to make sure my letters are in order alphabetically, and then that puts it out in the same order. So my solution is x's and then y's, 1/3 and negative 2/3. And so today, for these notes, we're just reviewing all of these steps. Remember our special cases here and here. If you have infinite zeros on the bottom, it's infinitely many. And if you have 0y's equal 1x, it is no solution. So for number 2, we need x, y equals answer. Sometimes it helps people to put the equals in front of the answer. Because, for example, this last one, x, y, and number, we have those in order, except remember we want this 10 to be on the other side. So you can see from number 2, we've already done some rearranging. Negative 5 and y are on the correct side. They're just in the wrong order. So I'm just rewriting with negative 5x in front and then the positive y in the back equals 8. This bottom one, I move that 10 to the other side. It becomes the opposite. So now I have x, y equals answer, x, y equals answer. And now I can type this in again. So second, matrix, right, B, enter. Then alpha zoom, 2 by 3 is already ready, so I can click OK. Negative 5, right arrow, 1, right arrow, 8, right arrow, 2, right arrow, negative 7, right arrow, and 10. And then I have my normal 1001. And so because I went in order alphabetically, x then y, my solution is negative 2, negative 2. Obviously, with these both being negative 2, the order wouldn't really matter which way you put them. Now on the back, numbers 3 and 4, you're going to notice a little change. Instead of x's and y's, we have a's and b's or c's and d's. So when you line these up, we're still doing the same thing. We still want to put them in order alphabetically. We still want a, b equals a number. So we're still going to go in that order. So with the first equation, I'm going to move a to the other side, and I'm going to put it in front because in the alphabet, a comes before b. Remember, when I move it, it's positive on the right, but when I move it, it becomes a negative. So that would be negative 4, positive 2, and positive 6. Same thing on the bottom. I'm going to take that 2 and move it. When I move it, it becomes a negative. So I have negative 2, positive 1, and positive 3. Now that they're lined up, A's, B's equal answer, I can go ahead and plug this in. And with this one, if you notice, I don't have that 1, 0, 0, 1, so I look at the bottom row. The bottom row is infinitely many, or a lot of zeros, many, many zeros, so my solution is infinitely many, meaning you could plug in any x and any y and it would work for these equations. Okay, for the last one, same situation. Right here on the top, I have C, D equals number, so I'm ready to go ahead and put that in. 4 C's, negative 2 D's, and 4 on the number. Remember we talked yesterday, those negatives really do make a difference. And then on the bottom one, I'm going to move 2C to the other side, make it the opposite sign. So in this case, make it a positive. And that would be a positive 2, positive 1 for D because that's not moving, and plus 6. So then one more time, second matrix math, alpha zoom. And again with these, I have the 1, 0, 0, 1, so we're back to a normal answer. Both of these are 2 and 2. Now normally, when you put them in alphabetically, C then D, it comes out C and then D. So if you get different numbers like 5 and 7 or whatever other than 2 and 2, you would need to put them in order alphabetically. So whatever order you put them in up here should be alphabetical so that they pop out alphabetical. If you put them in backwards, then you would need to rearrange them once you get your solution. Again, with these, we've ended up with the same number, so it's not that big of a deal. But for example, if you had A, then B, and your answer was 5 and then 7, you would need A and B, and they would go alphabetically. So that would be the number 5, 7.